goes, and that would be my encouragement to you is, there's not a huge plan that some guys. I don't want to, something that Oswald Chambers. There is a Sanders. Yeah, he made chicken. No, there was an Oswald Sanders who wrote another book, and it was called Spiritual Leadership, right? See, these guys know. A lot of people know. Oswald Sanders, but I don't think he said it. Oswald Sanders is funny. Do you guys ever meet him? He was so old, he'd always whistle when he talks. Couldn't even do it, but he's dead now, so we can make fun of him. He doesn't whistle anymore, he's cool. He's probably laughing too. Oh yeah, I remember. That's a big tangent. Okay, Oswald Chambers, in somewhere, he says, be careful not to turn your experiences into principles. Like, hey, here's what I did, so you should too. He says, let the Holy Spirit be as original with others as he was with you. And so all I want to do is share a different type of story than maybe you've heard. Because for some of you, you'll resonate with this. And others, you'll go, that's just not me. I like to structure and plan things out, and God has worked through my planning. I'm going, man, that's great. I try that doesn't work for me. I just kind of go and try things, and the Lord surprises me along the way. And I've just realized he has to bless these things. And I've done a lot of ministry over the last 30 years. I've done some big events and things that seemed really fruitful. But when you look over time, you go, man, not a lot of it lasted. Some of the stuff that I thought was real successful wasn't so successful. And other things that I thought were failure actually ended up being some of the best things. And so to try to figure it all out in my head, I don't know. I just keep going down these different paths. To me, so many people, this I will say, so many people wait to hear a voice from the Lord. Like, man, God, who should I share my faith with? And for me, I go, biblically, we're just supposed to go and make disciples, right? And so I'm more one to go and do something unless I hear a voice telling me to stop. Okay? In other words, it's like our default is negligence. It's like, I'm not going to do anything with this message unless I hear a voice from the Lord. Really? Why don't you do something with the messages you hear, unless God's really saying, no, that's not for you. In other words, as you guys get older, you get married, have family, it's like, why don't you assume you're going to adopt? Take in foster kids, unless God tells you not to, because wouldn't that be more in line with Scripture, that true religion is to care for the widows and orphans? So I would think I would just naturally start pursuing that unless God keeps closing the door. And so I would say assume action rather than negligence. And the reason why we don't do this sometimes is because we, as a culture, we punish when someone makes a mistake. They take action and they screwed up and everyone criticizes, tweets about it, and makes websites against the person. But we don't do anything if a person does nothing. We don't punish negligence.
That's a good word.
But Jesus does. He said, I was hungry, you didn't feed me. You didn't. You didn't even try. But we'll criticize, well, that guy fed him too much sugar. It's like, well, you didn't feed him anything. I've made mistakes. Have I done things that maybe were mistakes that I probably shouldn't have done and waited longer? Yeah. But I bet you I've made 10 times more mistakes by not doing anything. And so we're all going to make mistakes. But I would ask you, err on the side of action. That is something that I feel like the Lord has given me to do and to try. Because it's fun, It's exciting. And there are plenty of failures. I like to tell you the exciting stories, but I can tell you all the ones I screwed up on too. And it's going to happen today, it'll happen tomorrow, but I'm not going to slow down. I just keep going and err on the side of action, err on the side of action. How long am I supposed to talk for? What do you want to do? Dave? Dave?
You want to rest?
Oh, I don't care. I'll do whatever. You got some
Why don't you
things
take
to say?
some questions?
Yeah, thank you. Questions. See, this is the way I operate. I don't like scheduling. I show up and, yeah.